Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. The everyday carry for the month of November. Very interesting because we are now deep into the fall. We're heading towards winter. And I just, for the first time, maybe the second time, I have two devices in my pockets that deploy the same way. I guess a button lock or automatic deployment knife rather in a button flashlight deploy the same way. Well, both of these almost have like OTF sliders. We're going to talk about my carry. First, we're going to talk about the Xolotl. This is the OTF version of the very popular knife from CRKT. This is in collaboration with Hogue, which makes this thing made in America. I think it's fantastic with its aluminum scales. It does give you vibes of the Xolotl beast from the ancient Aztec mythology, the deity that was seemingly undestroyable, and it gives you vibes of a dog mixed with a fish and just like this big old beastly type of knife. Magna cut blade that is coated in titanium for the finish, and it's just a beautiful looking knife. Hogue is very, very good at making OTF knives. The collaboration with CRKT with the design from Michael Rodriguez makes a lot of sense why I've been enjoying this thing so much. This OTF is probably your second or maybe your third OTF, maybe not your very first. Price point is a little bit up there, but I think it's worth it. And I really love the double edge grind on this because when you're trying to use this, you can literally put the tip of this knife in very awkward places. It's so incredibly sharp. It gets the job done. The other day, I was trying to get some very gunked up, very old electrical tape off of a surface, getting that tip in there and kind of just prying it. And it's so sharp. Fantastic stuff. Can't get enough of that whatsoever. Speaking of not being able to get enough of it, it's OTF sliding similar type of buddy, the Nitecore EDC17, 1500 lumens on this little everyday carry flashlight. And this thing does offer a white LED, a UV, and a green light. Both the UV and the green light, I think, are professional enough to use in a job to if you needed them. If you worked in an industrial environment, you work in a nightclub, you're checking a bunch of driver's license, you check passports all day, you're trying to see if there's a specific type of chemical that spilled somewhere. UV light's going to be good for that. You need to cut through bad weather, cloudy weather, have far distances. The two settings on this green laser are going to be very good for that as well. So I like this thing so far. I've done a full video on it. I'll link that up down below so you can check it out. But it's very, very similar to the new Olight that drops in a couple of days, the Olight Arc Pro. This might be more worth it for several reasons, and I'll do a future video explaining both of those. But I'm a big old fan of just how easy this thing is to use. The slider is clicky. Just you have like positive feedback, low, medium, high. You can just tell when you've gotten to where you need to go. Battery indicator on the front, just a very good flashlight. And I like that a lot. Speaking of liking a lot, today's video sponsor Vaer and their R1 Rally chronograph. And this one's a cream color with the 40 millimeter. And this thing is a US Mecha Quartz movement. And I like the fact that this thing is assembled in America. It has beautiful finishings on it. I love the way it looks. I love having something where I can instantly start a stopwatch and just use it for timing purposes, a foot race between kids, or if I'm trying to give one of my humans a timer to finish her dinner. It's nice to be able to quickly start and stop that at a moment's notice. You get two watch bands when you get this bad boy. You get this sapphire crystal glass. Fantastic finishings, very good lume on this bad boy. Speaking of the UV light for this flashlight, we'll use this to show you how good the lume is on this watch, and it leaves you being able to see exactly what time it is even at night, which makes life just that much easier. I've said several times in the past that for me, between 36 and 40 millimeters is kind of my sweet spot when it comes to a watch. This one's 40 millimeters on the mark. I think I would probably push it ever on a watch is 42. This one's probably just looks so good on my 7.5-inch wrist. I think this is going to be a great gift for someone that you love. And right now they're running a rare 20% off sale on their website. Check the links down below for the best pricing. And shout out to Vaer for sponsoring today's video. Love Just any of my chronograph watches from Vaer, I think they're fantastic. I think they work really well. And I'm glad that this thing is assembled in the USA. Speaking of being assembled or made in the USA, that brings me to my fixed blade because we got a USA made knife. But sometimes I do like to carry just a fixed blade because although I enjoy the Xolotl, it can be a burden pulling it out in some environments. OTF knives are very aggressive looking and sounding, but this is way less aggressive to pull out. CPM 4 blade steel with this tanto blade. Very, very discreet. The blade is less than 3 inches in length. You get that full tanto goodness surrounded by these G10 scales, which have just fantastic detailing on them. But this is much less aggressive. We went to we went to preview some fine arts that my 10-year-old might be able to do next year, and pulling this out to cut some little stuff from a baby, open up a baby little stuff that one of my buddies had with him, much less aggressive than a whole OTF knife. This is nice to be able to carry. And I decided to rock this without any type of attachments, no DCC clip, no Alti clip, nothing, because oftentimes I will put this in the bag that I'm carrying for the month, which I can't tell you about yet. But get subscribed to the channel because Vertex is dropping some bangers, and I think you're going to want to know about them, and it drops in just a couple of days. It's an easy recommendation, even looks good in my little EDC tray. Shameless self-promotion. Drop number 2 EDC tray is about to happen. I'm going to be shipping those before, actually early December, so you get those before Christmas. You want something made of walnut, hold your EDC stuff very well. I think that this is a banger, and I think you will quite enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying it, the Tactile Turn copper pin, which has been force patinaed a little bit more than 2 ounces. This is a beautiful pin. I love the patina action on here. I mean, yeah, you can't tell that this used to be copper, but I like the fact how some metals patina and how good they look. Let me just show you. Here I have a Big Idea Design copper pin, which is going through the patina process. And I've had this Tactile Turn longer. Now, my Tactile Turn has had some forced patina on purpose, but over the years, even this Big Idea Design will get darker and darker, and the patina will be wonderful. You want something made in America. You want something that writes well. It uses, well, it comes with a Schmidt Easy Flow 900 medium refill, but you can also throw a G2 refill in it. Matter of fact, there's a long compatible list of refills you can throw on these pins, and I write every single day. It's nice to be able to write with something that's very, very enjoyable, and I'll show you exactly what I write in here in a second. But as I'm going from place to place, I got to be able to hold my cards and be able to identify myself and just have a way to pay for crap. That is where the Ekster Cardholder Pro comes in. This one specifically is in a carbon forge, and it's just so easy to push this little quick access, have 1 to 14 cards available to me at any time. I mean, I'm pushing it with my pinky, and it's working that well. This thing is a little bit over a ½ inch thick, and you can buy accessories for it. You can buy a card finder. You can buy one that's MagSafe compatible. This one on the very back, if the 14 cards aren't quite enough, you can, even if you wanted to, you can expand it by adding more cards in the back. This is RFID blocking technology. This is RFID blocking technology. So this thing expands out. You can have a ton of stuff with you. Now, if you want, you can put your cards up here. You can even buy accessories and get a money clip on the back if you don't want your cards in the front. I've had the original Ekster Cardholder, like the standard version. It didn't really impress me. I mean, it only can hold about 12 cards, and it was a lot that was left to be desired from that. But this Ekster it's something else. 15% off right now on their website as well. I think this makes it quite a good deal. This puts this around $115 mark, and you're getting a lifetime warranty versus the standard version, which normally only comes with a 2-year warranty. So that might make it be worth it for you. I get a lot of compliments on this, and I love to just be able to quickly push it real quick, grab whatever card I need, which normally I keep my most used card in the front, and then on the very back, I keep my driver's license, and that kind of helps me know which cards I'm grabbing very, very quickly. Only complaint I have about this is it doesn't quite fit in my little wallet area of my EDC tray, but it looks okay. Okay, it kind of tilts up there, still gets the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, also made in America is my Zippo, but this one has brass accents. It is a crackled black color. It is using a butane insert with a small soft flame, but my butane insert's a little damaged. Watch this. So mine, it normally doesn't go this high for a butane insert. So I need to work on that and get a different one. But I want a soft flame butane insert. I do smoke sticks. I light incense. I light candles every single day. One of those three things are being lit. So it's always a lighter in my pocket. I like to support Zippo. I think they make some good stuff. Just don't use the Zippo fuel. Replace it. Get a butane insert immediately. Okay, guys? You will thank me later. Speaking of thanking me later, start to try to write every day if you can. The Mini Field Journal by Lochby could be your start to writing every single day. This thing is made of wax canvas. It's a modular system. It can hold up to 4 notebooks. Mine right now is holding 2 notebooks. But the way they have these built-in bookmarks, you could, and straps, you could put 4 notebooks in here. One of mine right now is for YouTube. The other one is for work. So this thing is with me all the time. I use a bigger mini field or regular journal to write my daily tasks. I use this for notes and keeping track of stuff throughout the day. It's nice to be able to check stuff off of a completed list. That's why I like to use this thing. I think it looks really good and it kind of fits in everywhere. I take this to this whole little system I just showed you works in tandem. I'll take this to a coffee shop. I'll use it when I need to. But I also have a book light in here so I can write in lower light. I have a mechanical pencil in here by Tactile Turn. It's also copper. It's also beginning to patina. And I use that to be able to write in these notebooks. And I can also erase just in case I was sketching or thinking of something versus it being permanent. Speaking of permanent, keep a Sharpie in here. I do keep a pry bar in here from Giant Mouse specifically for my camera equipment to be able to tighten stuff. I keep business cards in here just in case someone's wondering why the hell am I filming in their facilities. And also in here, I keep cards I use less often, like my insurance card and stuff like that. I normally don't keep that in my main wallet. This thing works out really well. I love the fact it does have the pen holder, which is normally where this Tactile Turn pen lives. Just pulled it out to kind of show you guys in my tray. But this is the entire little package, and it comes in for less than $50. It includes 1 notebook. The rest of this crap inside, you're going to have to buy. I'll link the stuff up inside as well, but it kind of all works out, and I'm a big old fan of it. That is the carry for the month of November 2025. There's other things that kind of go along with it, but they really won't be in my pocket, such as the Mossy Oak multi-tool, this G10 multi-tool. I'll carry it every now and again. I'm about to hang Christmas lights soon. This would be in my pocket, using it to clip stuff or screw stuff or pull stuff off of walls or whatever. I like to carry this on handyman days. The EDC37, I will carry this a lot of times at nighttime. Although I love the EDC17, this EDC37 turns night into day with 8,000 lumens. It's nice to be able to put this in the face of a bobcat or a coyote when I'm on the trail with my dog. So I normally will carry something that can do at least 3,000 lumens with me whenever I'm doing late night dog walks, but those aren't in my pocket all times of the day. Those are for specific events. That's why they're not being specifically shown in this video as a part of my EDC. First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.